All right. Fararm wanted to play another, or I wanted to play another, I should say. I'm bringing the Izzet Snakes deck. Let's play first. I don't know if he's going to stay with the same deck. This is a pretty miserable hand. It really doesn't do much, but if it draws like a Modern Age, it can really get going. I think this is a mulligan. Yeah, this is much better. All right. Keep. I think I get rid of the Mystic Sanctuary for now. So this is going to get an island. Alright, so he did switch his deck as well. Alright, I think he's playing Drago. This, I mean, when I see blue and green, I do think of the Fog deck, so let's see if that's what he's actually playing. Fortunately, I'm off to a pretty anemic start against Fog. Let's just keep holding to see what he's actually playing. Good 2/2 is not really going to do much. Modern Age. So there's not a lot of madness synergies with in blue and green. Oh, so he's playing Bant. Okay. So I'm glad that I kept up my Essence Scatter, because there's an actual deck where Essence Scatters are going to matter a little bit. Let's get another mountain into play. So hopefully I can use an Essence Scatter this turn, so then I can land a Terror next turn to start a clock. But unfortunately, these are pretty miserable clocks against his deck. He has basically infinite ground blockers. I guess he only has infinite ground blockers if he's also playing black. So if he's playing 4-color enchantments, then the terrors are pretty miserable. Still nothing I can Essence Scatter. Let's see. Alright, I don't want to play this until I can kill his Modern Age. Then again, I'm not really doing anything. So I could just do 1 and then discard something that's less relevant. So the Archaeologist. I might get rid of the curve so I can play the terrors. I think that, like I said, the terrors aren't that good in this matchup. I'm going to get rid of one of those. And I am going to hold, since now he has white mana, I am going to hold my Essence Scatter up just in case. Yeah. Alright. So does he have Omen in his deck? Alright, nothing to draw here, nothing to draw there. So let's just kill one of them. Alright. I think I do this for now. Still think I hold up the scatters. He's gonna know that I'm holding it up, but that one can really mess with the clock. Unfortunately, I think I have to waste a scatter on that. I just don't have enough pressure to really override that life gain that he's going to get. He's probably going to gain, if I let it resolve, more than 10 life. Drawing another scatter feels pretty good. Alright. Let's get another Modern Age. It's not really anything I would... Yeah, let's get rid of that. Alright, that feels pretty good. I have my Essence Scatter up for his major creatures, but then I have this kind of cooking in the background, so I can draw into a Fling and win the game. I also have very strong draw card with Frantic Inventory in my deck, and I don't think he plays that. So, feeling okay. The big issue is my Vector Glider can't really do much against his Vector Glider. Because at any time he can choose to keep both of them back and block. So I think he has the Scroll Shift. So he doesn't have Scroll Shift up this turn, so that feels good. Okay. Okay, didn't have anything. I'm not going to draw much anymore. Shoot. Just a 7 power Serpentine Curve really is not where you kind of want to be, but I think it's going to be what I'm going to have to go for. All right, let's see. Okay, one more turn of reprieve. I don't like that he's attacking because that means that he probably feels very comfortable with letting a little bit of damage through since he probably has the removal spells in hand. So that's super concerning. I might have kept that one land in case I draw Modern Age into air, but I think I'm losing if I draw Modern Age into 4 lands, or 2 lands. Archaeologist is a pretty reasonable draw. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done this, because now if I flip... Alright. I think I take the Dragonfire. I was going to say if I flip the Fling, then that would change his blocks. But I think doing this before combat so I can get in some damage while he's tapped out of white mana. I don't know why it tapped him. Oh, because he tried to cast his... All right. All right. So I'm pretty confident in saying that this deck is just Bant. The fact that he hasn't he has Thornwood Falls in his deck and he hasn't drawn any Thriving, or I guess Thriving is not in Explorer. So Alright. Dang. 3 life. Big swing there. What did I use my counter on? This one. Yeah. So Candle Trap allows me to block. Man, this is brutal. Okay, let's get in another 2 damage. All right, this is what. So he should counter this if he has a counter. This is my only way back into this game. Oof, nice. All right. This just deals 2. I hate that for some reason that one doesn't tell you how many are in the thing. But yeah, it only deals 2. So I could bring back my Serpentine Curve or my Frantic Inventory. I think I'll bring back my Frantic Inventory. Let's see, I've gone through 2 terrors. Yeah, 2 terrors. All right. Fair play, fair play. Okay, let's do some damage. Let's go ahead and take this blocker out. Again, he's tapped out of Scroll Shift mana, so I feel really good about... I don't know why his mana is so weird this game. Yeah. So, I like this because I feel like the rest of my deck is going to be very strong. So, drawing 2 off the top versus 1 specific card, I think, is going to be much better to draw 2 cards. Only got 2 mana out. I guess maybe he decided not to play any white producing lands, and he would just play these only if he has the Utopias in play. Alright, let's start off with a solid card draw while he's tapped out. That's unfortunate. I don't think I use my bombardment against his Kami, since the Kami's not doing anything yet. Do I play another land? I'll keep it. I have plenty of lands in play. How many modern ages do I have left? One modern, or 2 modern ages left. Okay, so he does play Omen of the Dead. All right. So I literally have to win with my air squad. So in this situation, I do not want to kill the Kami, so Archaeologist is going to chump block. Let's see, what else? Does he have any other flyers in his deck? No other flyers, so that feels okay. So yeah, so if I was him, I would definitely attack with the Kami. I think he's going to do that this turn. Okay, so there's his white land. But now we know he's playing 4 color. Yeah, he should have attacked. Okay, drawing that kind of gives me a little bit of reach. Although I only have 2 chump blockers, and then my terrors aren't... my terror can block, but it's not a good blocker because then he can just keep bringing back his Kami. Yep. So at least those don't gain him life. Yep, he saw the play now. So the Terror will block his Indoctrination Attendant if he attacks with it. That one is okay to die since it doesn't gain life every time it comes into play. Come on. Jeez. Alright, well. Gonna do my draw 2. I could Scorching Dragonfire. I could also put the curve on top. See, curve on top. Still doesn't allow me to win the game. What I need to do is, next turn I need to draw into another Mystic Sanctuary. Draw into Mystic Sanctuary for my, I guess, Frantic Inventory into Mystic Sanctuary plus Modern Age. Let's see, so past the blockers, block here to here. Do not bring back the commies. Oh, you know what? I just let 1 extra damage go through a piece. I could have blocked the commies. It's a free block. I forgot that it doesn't actually kill the creature that's attacking. So I would have had this in play last turn, and I would have had a chump block. I don't think that would have bought me another turn, but it might have if I played correctly. So I have 2 removal spells. Yeah, that might have actually allowed me to stay in this game. Alright, need to get pretty convincing. So it's got to have Mystic Sanctuary and Fling and like the top cards of my deck, but I can't do it with just Frantic Inventory. I need like Frantic Inventory into another Frantic with the Mystic Sanctuary on top or something like that. Alright, so Frantic. That doesn't do it. Let's see. I can block 1 of the biggest creatures, 2 of the biggest creatures. I can kill. Yep, GG's. I guess like I can kill 1, kill the other one, kill 1, kill the other one, block, and still die. Let's see. So yeah, I forgot that Tolarian Terror, when it's under the Candle Trap, won't kill his opposing creatures, so I could have been blocking with that one. Alright, so let's bring in the Annuls. Negates for sure. Dispels. I don't really think I need... If I'm bringing in Negates, they can overlap with Dispel, so I think I'm fine there. Okay, so the removal spells are not that good, so I think I'm just going to dump all of my non-madness removal spells. Doesn't that other creature can kind of build up a lot of little 1/1s, but I don't think I really care about the 1/1s. Honored Heirloom is consideration. Golden Egg, no. Environmental Sciences, no. Bloodmad Vampire, no. Abrade, no. Okay, so what other cards aren't as good? Is the Fling Curve combo good against him? think it's a good plan. Not sure though. All right, Essence Scatters are good. All right. So I don't think I want to play that removal spell, even though it does exile. All right, Fling Curve. Those are the two cards that I'm thinking about cutting. I guess Pop Quiz is a pretty slow and miserable card. Maybe I cut a Pop Quiz and a Fiery Temper. All right. Let's see how I do post-board games. Let's also see if I want the Dispels. I think Negate is just better against this type of deck where there's so many enchantments and sorcery speed stuff that you want to get rid of. Unfortunately, this is a mulligan. This is pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so same plan. Let's keep 6. Let's get the Mystic Sanctuary down to the bottom of the library where it's going to be better for me later. So put this into play first, and then I can start searching up my islands. Drawing 2 of these in my opening 8 cards is really nice. I think this is an underrated removal spell. Unfortunately, Historic, there's enough graveyard hate where it's not that good. But in Explorer, there's not a lot of good options, especially in Bant, that I like this card. I do think I play. I was gonna say I'm gonna play the Archaeologist, but he's representing counterspell, so I'll go ahead and hold up my stuff. So here's a situation where I'm going to have really good cards to bring back with Mystic Sanctuary, so I want to get 3 islands into play as fast as possible. Alright, if the opponent wants to counter this, feel free. Oh, great. Okay, so then I can land the Archaeologist, fill up my graveyard. Ooh. Oh, drawing a land there is awesome. Okay. Yeah, I think I take a draw 3. Or it's just a draw 2. It would be a draw 3 if it would upgrade this one to a draw 3 if I left it in the graveyard. Or I could take an Essence Scatter. Yeah, actually, I think I want to keep the Essence Scatter and have this next Frantic be a draw 3. This is a little weaker against his counter spell, but if he counters, then I can land my Terror. So I think this is okay. I also didn't realize, but he only has 1 counter available this turn, so that feels really good. All right, so I can play a Terror and then put a Frantic Inventory back on top. That seems really good. Yeah. So let's just start running these into counters. Just the sheer amount of card draw I'm going to have, it just feels like unlimited power. Cool tech, cool tech. Buys him a lot of time. Gains life and puts 2 1/1 jump blockers into play. This next turn's kind of a little awkward. The value. Build your own 4C. I guess it's not a 4C, it's only a scry 2, so build your own. Okay. Let's do this. You gonna start jump blocking yet? It was a little bit unfortunate that got countered, but I think it's okay. I think this is actually what's going to help me. So the only thing I'm really, really weak to is his Modern Ages. Yeah. I just want him to run into one of my Essence Scatter so that I can land 2 Terrors and keep up another Essence Scatter. Alright. Sweet. Okay, so let's land this one. Let's get my draw spell back on top. Dang, he's just digging so deep. Let's do it. Still get to land my Terror this turn, which feels good. Nice. Alright. I think another Terror into Mystic Sanctuary, put another Frantic Inventory on top is gonna create a concession here. Let's see. The loop is never ending. This is like the ideal case though. But anyway, it's why I'm attracted to playing Mystic Sanctuary with this card. So I played a 3-mana draw 2, I think 3 times this game. I think I've brought it back every time, and I'm going to play it a 4th time. It's like tough for him to deal with that. And the whole time I've been holding up counter for his stuff. I'm landing these for 3 mana and he's having to pay 5 mana to answer them. It's just not the best for him. Okay. Do I want to fetch first? I think I will. Nice. Shoot. I shouldn't have fetched first now. He's like, now I can't play everything. Nice. Okay. Next turn I have Modern Age into Greeting. A blocker. It's funny, I haven't drawn any of my negates or my annuls, so he's probably going to counter back from this, since this is a pretty important creature for his standpoint. Or he has his Omen, which I would have liked to have my Annul up. Okay, he just had 2. He's 1 mana up. Think I'll Modern Age and then consider. Nice. Drawing Annul there is clutch. Now I feel protected against his... Let's get rid of that. Okay, next turn I'm going to Modern Age, get rid of... I'll just keep up all my stuff and play around his counters. Okay, so I won't be annulling his Omen of the Sea. Omen of the Dead I will counter. A removal spell on one of my terrors I will let resolve. And then after that I might try to fight. Let's stop on my... Just in case I draw another Frantic Inventory, I can draw 4 and then potentially draw a Madness spell. Just to go inside with my trigger. Okay, so draw. Okay, it's not a draw spell, so, and this is going to draw. Yep. Some more face. Alright. I don't know what the opponent has. You can keep him alive. That's pretty good. Alright, so far I feel good about my decision not to play Dispels. Although, yeah, I think it's fine. It's 4 Negates, 4 Essence Scatters, and 3 Annuls. I guess this card could cause me to want to bring in... I think that it's like a draw 2. I think it's okay. I have to cut something, so I think... one card that may be weaker in this matchup is the Archaeologist, since he doesn't rely on sack. Yeah, so maybe I will cut my Archaeologist to play Dispels. Let's go ahead and decline that. All right. So I have 2 Annuls. Yeah, you know what? That was probably an Annul target. 2 tops, shoot. Alright, so let's get rid of that. Hopefully it doesn't have a counter back. Yeah, so, okay, so happy I saved it because it feels like he's trying to set up a, you know, counter back. Oh, he didn't have it. Alright, 5 life. I've got a 2-turn clock for him. He's got a lot of scry power. I think I'm going to have to throw out this curve just to give him another thing that he has to deal with next turn. So he has to he has to scry into a draw spell to have a chance. He has to answer. I guess he only has to answer 2. He doesn't necessarily have to answer the Archaeologist this turn. All right, opponent. So yeah, so I'm more and more convinced that the Archaeologists are a cut. Oh, so I'll cut 2 of those for more Dispels. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Pop Quiz is a draw spell. Removal, removal, removal. This is a threat. I might want to keep it. Okay. So is Fiery Temper. I think actually the Archaeologist is not as good as Fiery Temper. One issue here is the Archaeologist is really good at finding your Modern Age. So that's one downside of citing it out. So a couple Dispels for his scroll shifts and stuff. Go ahead and cut one of these. I'm not going to be super likely to draw Modern Age to utilize it. This is an interesting matchup. I like it, especially the post-board games where he becomes much more controlling, bringing in counter spells and stuff. I would say that post-board, his loop is not as scary since I have a lot of negates and annuls to interrupt the Omen of the Dead loop. So it's not like guaranteed that he can clog the ground creatures up and stop my snakes from attacking. But game 1 feels just so miserable because the only threat I have is Modern Age, and he has Modern Ages as well. And so, okay, so I think this is a fine hand. I probably won't turn 1 to consider. I don't think there's any reason to now that I cut all my Archaeologists. Let's see. So on turn 3, he doesn't have too many scary things, so I don't think I need to keep the counters, but I mean, I'm making my land drop anyways. I might as well. So in this situation, I want to consider Nexus Warden. Okay, don't have an answer to that right now. Okay, extra land I can get rid of. Another extra land. This Nexus Warden really might put the hurt on me. So 4 mana, I do have to keep up my counters. He doesn't have actually anything to bounce with it, so never mind, I don't actually have to keep my counter. I guess I would counter another Nexus Warden if he played it. Yeah. I only have 1 mana spell that can deal 4 damage, so I think I have to go ahead and take that counter. It's going to be a while before I can get rid of. Oof. I put all those lands into my graveyard. Instant speed, he can't land. I don't think there's any other instant speed stuff. So then on his untap, he'll have 5 mana, so he can't really blow me out. So I think I go ahead and try to draw a land. There we go. And it's an untapped land, so I'm still shields up for now. Since I have 2 negates and a Dispel, I think I'll be trying to use it. Yep, so I'll be a little bit more aggro. It also gets Serpentine Curve in my pumped up. I guess if I had the choice, I probably would have preferred. He doesn't have any black mana right now. I think this is the previous games. He did have other ways to make black and white mana, but I think countering either was fine. All right, Annul is great. So I will hold off another turn before playing my, or a couple turns actually, before playing my Serpentine Curve. I want to get a couple more lands, a couple more instants or sorceries into my graveyard. All right, 4 to 6 cards in hand. That's an awesome draw. So I'm just going to try to hit a land drop this turn. I will fight over this if he wants to fight. Nice. So I'm seeing this, so I could discard it to kill his creature. But then I don't hold up anything for his next turn. But I want to do something this turn. But then I tap out of the mana. All right. All right, this doesn't feel too good. I think being so aggressive about bottoming or putting these 2 lands in my graveyard is probably biting me. Okay, resolve. Does he pay for ward? All right, well then I feel really good about dispelling this. It might not, he might counter back, but it feels really good. Yeah. All right. Nice. Very, very nice. All right. All right. I don't want you to resolve. So that they can double block my terror and stop my terror from attacking. So that's finally a land. Well, you know what they say, screw beats flood. All right, let's go ahead and attack. Might have to negate a removal spell on an attacker. All right. So I win this race since I have the Annul and the Negate. Feeling pretty good. And if I ever draw a Modern Age, that also feels awesome. Let's go ahead and get 1 mountain. Yeah, that feels really good. So now his future bounce cards won't do anything. And he didn't know, but I didn't have any Essence Scatters. I have a negate for Omen. I think I go a little aggro here and try to constrict him since he only has 1 card in hand. I'm taking a long time to play this game. Interesting choices. That's all I gotta say. All right. All right, now I gotta force him to block. All right, so does he have Omen as his last card? He doesn't have any black lands anyways, so I think I can let. All right, I think I can counter this and leave him to not have much. All right, reading that. Looks like I got it. All right, so kind of that fluctuation. I really like those choices of like when to hold back your counters and when to like use them aggressively. And so like since he didn't have any other permanents in play to balance his stuff, I think aggro countering that to prevent the 3 life gain and the card draw, I think was a cool decision. All right, GG's.